What's up, young man? It's King Carlos here. Back with another video. Back to speak on some shit. Um, Spoke about it kind of before, bro. Just now in the video. On the other video. Like sex affects women differently, bro. And there's nothing wrong with it. See, this is another thing, bro. Like I said, this is a big thing, bro. And I'm gonna keep saying this. What does today's woman believe a strong woman is? Just being negative, being over opinionated, being disrespectful, right? And just going against, just literally going against the grain for no reason. Listen, go against the grain against things that are being generalized, where everyone's going against it and no one's doing research. There's nothing wrong with that, doing your own research. But if there's, listen, most of the time in a relationship, not all the time, men know what they're doing, right? I know it's gonna piss a lot off. Men know what they're doing. You know what happens? Women believe going against the grain. Today's women believe going against the grain, being negative, being over opinionated, and thinking and trying to be the man, right? Trying to say, well, I want to make the whole. Listen, if you're in a relationship and you're with a man, like say I'm in a relationship with you, watching this, you're a woman, or I'm in a relationship with you. If I'm taking your opinions into consideration and I'm being fair and you're having say so in my decision, because you know my decision has you can see your say so and your opinion had a big leeway in my decision because I took your opinion into consideration and made it a part of my decision. Why go against it just because I'm the one that had the idea to make the decision? Right? But see, it's like, oh, no, you didn't make the idea. Let me make the idea, right? And like I say, most women don't go by logic. They go by how they feel. They go by emotion. If the greatest decisions, listen. No. And let me say this, right? Let me say this. Because women make terrible leaders because they make emotional decisions. But I would never say that there's not room for empathy and decision making. There absolutely is, bro, and feeling. If more things were thought out with a little more feeling in this world, would stuff be better? Yes, things would be a lot better. There's a lot of evil that goes on, bro, right? That people know is wrong. Logically know it's wrong, right? And sometimes it doesn't come down to feelings. You logically know it's wrong because as a person, you cannot live, to me, you can't be living your life and decide someone else's life is inferior because you make more money than them, you speak a different dialect, that you feel like yours is more superior, or you're a different race, right? And for the most part in this world, when people do any type of socialism, any type of classism, it's based on money, what you look like, race, right, size, shape, or the dialect you speak, right? Someone speaks a dialect they think superior, someone speaks a dialect that someone feels is inferior, right? So that's a logical decision that's wrong, right? That's just logical. It's like, wait a minute, you speak a different dialect. Not much feeling goes into that. I think some empathy goes into it, but not much, right? So I just feel like, as a woman, why go against the grain just off feeling? If logically it makes sense and you know some of your decision went into it. If you were a man that's just making bad decisions and things are going wrong, I think that you should just leave them. Don't stay in a relationship. I already put it like this too. Also, I want to speak on the cheating thing. When women cheat, right? When men cheat, I say this, men are we're physical creatures. If I'm in love with a woman and I sleep with another woman because I think she's attractive, I genuinely did it because I just thought the woman was attractive. I don't love her the way I love my woman, right? I didn't build any attachment. More than likely, the woman met my representative. My wife knows the real me. But the way I move, I don't do this, guys. I believe that if I'm not gonna make her my wife, I'm gonna make her my concubine. Meaning, if I'm not going to, but in this time we live in today, it does not go like this. But the way it used to be, the way we used to do things is black men is Hebrew men. If we want to make her our concubine, we built her a smaller house outside of our house where she can live with our, and we had a child with her. Our child stayed out there. They didn't live in the main house with our wives, but we took care of her just like our wives, right? But if I did sleep with another woman, I'm gonna let my wife know. If today's time, if I'm sleeping with another woman, I'm gonna let my wife know exactly what's happening. I'm attracted to, before I even do it, that I'm attracted to another woman. I've been talking to another woman. And that's the way we did it back in biblical days. And if it was another Negro woman and she was a wife, we moved her in, and she was a concubine. She met the wife, and they knew that, hey, this is a concubine. This is just what I do sometimes. She'll move out there, she'll take care. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, right? But just say I didn't know any of that, and I was just a player of today. I'm genuinely in love with the woman I love, and and the woman I'm attracted to, I'm sleeping with this other woman. It's genuinely just because I'm attracted to her. There's no feeling involved. Women do not move like that, regardless of what Meg Thee Stallion's lyrics say. Emotion goes into women's decision making of who they want to be with, talking, feeling, and a feeling out process, testing, shit test, if you will, right? Because women need to know, women need to be emotionally involved, right? Women who try this sexual escapades of just freaking and going on. We see the depression. We see the we keep cutting of yourself. We see these women that keep cutting their hair, dyeing their hair, right? They keep going through these starting over processes, these new beginning processes, because they're losing their way, because a woman is not a man. You're taking spirit tone from different men, and they're lingering inside you, and it's fucking you up, right? It's hard for you to keep your own frequency with so many different frequencies coming in. When women cheat, it's with care. And this is the whole thing, right? Why cheat when you get this the whole thing? Because people will cheat and say things like, I seen a woman get caught cheating on a video, and she said, well, I was wasting my time with you. And then the guy said, well, you're stupid for you're stupid wasting your time with me. All right, because I don't know you're wasting my time. You're just saying this now. I'm thinking that we're together and I'm in a relationship with you, but in your mind, you're wasting time with me. Well, you're stupid. Because she was trying to say that the guy's stupid. That's why she cheated on him. No, she cheated on him. No, you're stupid. And then she said, well, I was waiting for something better. All right, put it like this. Why be in a relationship with somebody and trying to use them as a placeholder? People and women will do this shit for years, right? And then all of a sudden, some guy comes that's more attractive. And the only thing is it's new. There's nothing. As soon as the new shit wears off, more than likely this dude is way worse than the guy you left. This guy is going to beat your ass. He's used to using women for money because he's attractive. He's used to using women for a place to stay. He don't get a job. He's not going to get a job. He's just playing it off for a month while he's fucking you. After the sex wears off, you're like, all right, the dick is starting to wear off. You're no longer dickmatized. This motherfucker don't work or do something. So women literally leave relationships for the new feeling. This is another thing, right? But why not be single when you can do what you want? Why stay in a relationship with somebody and say, oh, you were waiting for somebody else better to come, when you could have just been single and do that? Like I said, when guys cheat, ladies, I'm trying to be honest with you, it's totally different for us. It's all physical. No emotion goes involved, right? Literally. Or put it like this. What does a guy have to do for a woman to lose attraction? Lose his motivation, lose his you don't even have to sometimes lose your physical attraction. You could just lose your confidence, your ambition, and just start being lazy with sex, right? For a guy to leave a woman, if a woman just gets physically unattractive, we're on to the next chick, right? Because we're physical creatures. Or sometimes the woman could be attractive, but just if another physical creature comes, it's because we're just like a dog that runs out. We're just like dogs. Like, ladies, why don't y'all think of us as dogs? When we go out, we know where home is, but there's other bitches out there. Forgive me for the cursing, but you guys know what I mean. All right, y'all know what I mean. All right, y'all let me know what y'all think.